Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, when Dracula, the creature, the mummy, the Wolfman, and Frankenstein's monster invades your quiet little town, who you gonna call? Well, it certainly ain't the Ghostbusters. Tonight's movie, The Monster Squad.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror! The Year of Infamy! Yes, tonight we have a special review here. I remember several years back I did a sort of parody review of the movie Gremlins. It was a parody saying that, you know, it's like a review for kids because a lot of people talk about how Gremlins is a good horror movie for kids. And I'm like, no, my goodness, that movie is definitely traumatizing for kids. That movie is freaky. So I thought, you know what? I should review a movie that is actually very kid-friendly. A movie that I think would be perfect for anyone who wants to get their kids at least interested in the horror movie genre without having to, you know, let them have their eyes melt at the thought of little green monsters killing them in horrible ways. So anyways, that movie is The Monster Squad. Yes, The Monster Squad, one of my favorites from when I was a youngin'. So what is The Monster Squad all about? Well, it starts off with Dr. Van Helsing and a group of people trying to seal the evils of Dracula and the other monsters away forever, but they failed, and so 100 years now we are in America because there's a pendant that is what is going to be used to seal away Dracula forever or give him ultimate power over all darkness. Anyways, that somehow ended up in a abandoned mansion outside of town where these boys have a club. It's the Monster Club, and they like to talk about horror movies and monsters and stuff like that. Well, unbeknownst to them, they are going to be in a very monster-centric adventure. Yes, because we not only have Dracula, but we have the Wolfman and the Mummy and, you know, Frankenstein's monster himself. And, you know, this was years before the whole universal dark universe thing they wanted to do. Look, this is the dark universe right here. This is the mashup right there. Anyways, so the young boys, of course, they, you know, none of the adults are going to believe them, so they have to take it upon themselves to be able to fight off the legions of darkness while trying to do what Van Helsing couldn't do and have the ritual to seal away the darkness. Basically, it opens a portal all Evil Dead 2. How do you stop this thing? Anyways, yeah, what's up with the evil banishing portals? They're supposed to be for banishing evil, but they tend to suck in a lot of innocent bystanders at the same time. This doesn't seem like a very efficient evil destruction type of thing. They really need to, like, you know, tighten that shit up, man. I think they do. Anyway, so let's get to those scores, shall we? Violence and gore is actually a 2 out of 5. There is actually some blood in this movie. A lot more than I remembered. Maybe it's because I might have seen like the TV-friendly versions when I was younger. But still, it's like the Wolfman explodes and then puts himself back together again. It's like there's a little bit of gruesomeness in there, but honestly, nothing like, you know, totally, you know, it's kind of ridiculous. So anyways, 2 out of 5 shock value. 1 out of 5, there are a few jump scares in here, but for the most part, there's nothing like too shocking, too scary for the little kids out there. They're going to love this movie because of just the whole adventure and kids-focused, you know, they like adventures starring kids because they can put themselves into that position. And, of course, you know, being smarter and better than the adults, right? Anyway, so Shock value 1 out of 5. Plot, I am going to give it a 3 out of 5. The movie is very straightforward and goes A, B, C, D. Not a lot of wasted moments. This movie has a great pace, which is good, especially for kids, because they tend to get a little bored easily. So things have to continue to happen, which is nice. Also, it doesn't get like a high score because, like I said, there's a lot of like leaps in the whole plot. And once again, like I said, like for some reason, the amulet comes from like Germany or wherever, Transylvania, and somehow ends up in this, abandoned mansion. There's no backstory about this mansion or anything like. Anyways, it's just it's it's not the strongest of plots, with a bunch of holes here and there, but still very solid, very efficient, and definitely does not meander, which is great. And I highly like it. 3 out of 5. Moving on to acting, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. Most of the performances in this movie are wonderful. I like them. They are not super cheesy or over the top. Yes, you do get some of the cliche, villain acting moments, especially, with the bully boys and Dracula himself. But overall, I think everyone does a fantastic job, and it's really good. It's really great. So I'm giving it a solid 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Now we're going up to Nudity, 0 out of 5. Like I said, this is a PG-13, kid-friendly type of horror movie experience. And so even though there is this whole thing about taking photos of the neighbor girl, which honestly is a violation of her privacy and is very, very wrong and bad, and you shouldn't do it, i.e. never do it. But when it's in a movie, it's okay, because movies can get away with shit because they're fake. Movies are fake, people. I don't know if you ever got that memo, but movies turned real. Anyways, 0 out of 5. Anyways, moving on to enjoyment factor, it is a 4 out of 5. This, for me, is a nostalgia fest. It is just full of 80s wonderfulness, and it's just, watching it just, brings back memories. I mean, the kid also, the main kid, he's got like the best setup. He lives in a house that's like right near a drive-in theater where he can see the screen from his rooftop, and he's close enough that he gets the radio broadcast. I don't know, like, back in the day, they did a low frequency, or not low frequency, well, they kind of like how you have those FM transmitters in your car if you don't have a CD player or an auxiliary port. You get those stupid FM transmitters where you have to set your radio to a certain thing, and you can hear it over your radio, but it's not powerful enough to like interfere with everyone else. Well, think about that, but like on a little bit larger scale. For drive-ins, that's what they did, and it was really cool because he gets to just watch all these drive-in movies, which of course makes him a horror buff, because that's what you do at the drive-in, especially the 80s, is watch all the slasher films and stuff like that. Anyways, it's just a wonderful, wonderful nostalgia fest. Anyways, 4 out of 5, and my overall impression is a 4 out of 5. Still entertaining today, still fun today. Yes, it's a movie that doesn't have to rely on all the exploitative factors to still be good. It's just a fun, nostalgic, Goonies type of movie, except not as in grand of adventure type of scale, but still really great, really solid. It's the whole, Wolfman's got nards. Kick him in the nards! Well, Wolfman's got nards. Anyways, that's where that come from. Anyways, so there you have it. The Monster Squad, highly recommended, especially if you want to watch a horror type movie and you have kids around, and it's something that you both can enjoy together. So yes, there is some bad language and some adult content. There's some of the dialogue, but that's kind of what you have to do as parents is guide your children and explain things without having to have them become totally deranged maniacs, right? Anyways, wait. Have I become a totally deranged maniac? I don't think so. Have I? I don't know. Anyways, there you have it. Little Monster Squad. Tell me in the comment section below, what do you think? Have you seen the Monster Squad? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Love it? Hate it? Whatever. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, notifications, all that good stuff. And as always, remember to stay scary, Internet. And thank you once again for joining me on this journey through the wonderful 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. And until next time, Internet, if you're a police officer and someone claims to be a werewolf, gets shot in the police precinct, and then the let's say the morgue transport, whatever, has an accident and the driver is killed and the body is missing, you might actually have a freaking werewolf. So you know what? Get that wolf's bane and silver bullets ready, because you never know when you might need it. Yeah. I mean, that's all I got, really.